about Star Citizen and the future of what Stanton may look like in the upcoming months. And I hope everyone had a very good Christmas, stayed safe, and New Year's is coming up. Hopefully we could get out of this 2020 with some will and happiness in our lives, hopefully. So, this is Legion Gaming. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Show's about to start. Comment below. Let me know what you all think about Star Citizen and the future of it. Yeah, build up the conversation. Let me know how you all feel about it and what ships you like the most. So then I know. You know, ships look amazing in Star Citizen. See, just checking out some settings, making sure everything's good. So we're about to start. Hopefully Stanton does get attacked so then we can defend it. Maybe there'll be some kind of special thing going on. Right? Because technically we are in Stanton system. Hopefully they come out with new star systems next year too, which I'm sure they will. It looks like the roadmap doesn't look as crowded as it used to be. So they can kind of like push for a more smoother and better polished part of what's out currently, and then push out new star systems. Hopefully by mid-quarter or at the end of next year, we'll have a lot more content. So yeah, comment below. Let me know. So let's do this. We are now going into, let's see. Assault on Stanton system. Let's look at that. Let's see what that's about. apparently the Idris is in 3.11 or 3.12. I haven't gotten there yet. Dealing with some teething issues with the PC, and obviously the world. Well, the world is the way it is, and can't really play a PC with the PC right now on Star Citizen because CPU and GPUs are not available, which is even worse. So that's life. But now we're gonna have refinery, a solid refinery. Hopefully that's fleshed out better. Mining UI upgrade, which is great and amazing because the mining was pretty okay at the beginning, but making it even better is better, right? And then better weaponry, which is great because I do like me those sniper rifles, you know, especially shooting from far distance, especially when the Vandal come and attack us. Oh boy, they'll be hit with sniper rifles, so we will stay far away from them so then we don't die so quickly. I might be a coward, but hey, I'll be a safe coward, right? Also, hope everyone lets me know what their preference is. Dual handguns, you know, dual guns, you know, tasers. Let me know what you all think, what kind of weapons you like. Comment below. Also, make sure to try to like and subscribe, share the video, build up the Legion Gaming family, so then we can grow, evolve, and get better at what we do, and provide unique content, exclusive content to you all on the daily, so then we are informed on decisions that we need to make in the future. Games or Star Citizen or weapons or purchases, anything that you all would like to try out. We will try it for you and see what's up. We'll let you know honest opinions, and then you could choose what you like for your own self, so then you know the lowdown of the future. Also, please make sure to comment below. Let us know what you all think about any upcoming titles that you all like, so then we know, you know, what to test out and see. So we're going to go into the second part now. This would be, no, is this it? Oh, here it is.
Some of our artistic goals with the refinery was it's large and open, which has its challenges because we've got to pretty much draw the entire environment in one frame. We wanted to feel hot and smoky, very humid, like there's a lot of molten metal around. Really wanted to implement more track view stuff like you saw in the cargo deck with the cranes moving. We really want to start utilizing that a lot more. So that was a big ticket item for art, and then implementing those as well.
So I had to dress up the level refinery with elements like fire, smoke, sparks and some steam. For the smelter effect, I gathered a lot of references. So I started with the main effect, which was the melted metal. The main challenge for this one was how should I choreograph everything together, because not all the elements happening at the same time. When it's hitting the bottom of the pot, only then the fire, the sparks and the steam should come out with this melted metal.
What I'm really proud of in this level is that we achieved a certain mood in this level. We used some called utilitarian assets. So these are light fixtures that are purely functional, not necessarily aesthetically pleasing. What was also challenging in this level is it was fairly open and you can look almost through everything. Usually when we do light some areas, mostly you got some so-called dog legs where you can hide some level parts or something like this. But in this case, you got a long line of sight. You can almost look everywhere, but it was a balancing act. All the lighting in there has to be functional, so just for guiding the player inside it, and we achieved this through footlights or railing lights or some point of interest that we achieved with strong lighting or color variations or contrasts. So when you go into the level, you see all these working lights casting super long shadows. I think what's also super interesting for lighting artists in this level is that you got all this layering going on. So together with VFX, sound, that we get this industrial feeling going on in there.
So this is the loudest location in the game. I just wanted it to sound like a mad kind of, you know, place filled with machinery and there's a lot going on, and it sounds a bit kind of, what's the word? Like low tech. Quite a low tech sound I was going for. Lots of like metal clanking and things like that. Maybe machines are kind of broken and they're rattling a bit more than the one beside it. Just give it a bit of life to the whole space. Here's a quick walkthrough on how I designed the ambiences for the refinery deck. We've got 3 main layers here. We've got synth layer, base layer, and the detail. The detail is just kind of high end.
That's an amazing tool. I would get confused just by looking at it, but this is good stuff. Real good stuff. I like the refinery. It looks really ambitious. Huge room. I love it.
Metal hits. The base layer is some noise from some like fan sounds, and the synth layer is something I designed using the Behringer Neutron synth. I'll just show you this now. Once these are all layered up, I add some reverb, and here's the final sound. And that's how I designed some of the sounds for the refinery deck.
So when you first arrive to the refinery, you step out from the elevator and you're greeted with some information boards. It's less, game critical information and more environment setting information. If you look left or right, because there's elevators on either side, you'll notice that we've got these big windows that look out into space. That came up quite a bit from backers and directors as well, is that sometimes when we're inside these space station locations, we lose a sense of scale and where we are in the station. So we thought about putting in a window just to go, hey, you're here, this is the scale of you compared to the rest of the station, and I think that's pretty important. But then if you go to the other side, you make your way to the refinery hub, and this is where all the ore is refined. You've got machinery to regulate all these moving parts and processes. But if you proceed through the hub towards the back of the refinery, you'll get to the refinery shop or the foreman's office. You've got some services like ship rentals, mining guild, refinery guild, where you can buy mining equipment like mining heads and backpacks and the multi-tool, as well as ship rentals. So pretty much it's a one-stop shop. If you go above the shop past the foreman's office, who's the overseer of the entire facility, kind of like the boss of the location. So you'll hear him over the loudspeaker making calls for people, requesting information and stuff like that. But in his office there's the refinement terminals, where if you've mined some stuff in your mole or prospector, you can come here and then you can start the refinement process. You can either wait around and just explore the environment while you wait for the ore to refine, or you can go back to the rest stop and maybe grab a bite to eat from the food court there, and then come back when it's all ready. We really hope that the players get a real sense of scale with the stations. They're starting to visualize each inch of this station is bustling with life and activity. You know, we're trying to invoke the idea there's a workforce kind of happening in the universe. All this is something that you can go and you can see firsthand what's happening with all the work you're doing out in the verse.
Need a hazmat team to head down to the subdeck. We've got a chem spill.
It's no secret that 2020 hasn't been the easiest of years for most people or many industries. But thanks in part to the shared support of the Star Citizen community and to our own existing distributed development organization, this year has been a notable one for a wide range of additions to the persistent universe. So it's for this reason we thought we'd take a few minutes and take a look back at some of the highlights that made this year a truly unique and memorable one in the continuing development of Star Citizen. 2020 started things off with the long-awaited additions of the Cutlass Blue and Red. These colorful variants would not only serve as important milestones in the continuing development of Bounty Hunter and medical gameplay respectively, but the Red would also introduce Star Citizen's first mobile spawn point, forever changing the dynamic of group activities in the persistent universe. In Alpha 3.9, the first major content patch of the year, we saw the arrival of new Babbage, which immediately set a new standard for quality and style in landing zones throughout Star Citizen, as well as 3 brand new moons in Calliope, Clio, and Euterpe, which added entirely new worlds for players to explore and adventure upon. The patch also saw 2 fundamental shifts to the way players venture through the persistent universe. With the addition of the actor status system, the need for consideration and choice came to the forefront when players discovered their characters could now succumb to the environments around them and suffer the consequences of activities they participated in. That last one would be especially important now that the Kleischer automated prison was online, which instantly added a punishing adventure for those who were caught running afoul of the law, but also allowing greater rewards to be offered for those who succeed in a criminal lifestyle. Greater risk, greater reward. Overall, 2020 would be a year of major quality of life improvements throughout, and those started with the introduction of the personal inner thought wheel, which made the massive amount of interactions in Star Citizen instantly and more easily accessible to players, new and old alike, as well as major stability improvements to long-term persistence that would form the backbone of an improved stability throughout the gameplay experience. Rounding out the highlights for Alpha 3.9 were the popular Overlord armors for subscribers, our first look at the vigilante gang of Pyro, the Asperia Prowler, Star Citizen's first offering from the avian-inspired alien Tavaran race and bringer with it of the coolest cockpit boot-up sequence yet, and one of the biggest new additions to Star Citizen, Invictus Launch Week, which saw the massive Idris and Javelin capital ships make their introductions to the persistent universe as they toured the Stanton system, flanked by equally initial appearances of the F-8 Lightning and F-7A Hornet. But not content to just watch, players would also declare open war against the UEE. Sure, it was fun, but you can bet the UEE will be better prepared when next they meet. Midway through 2020 saw the arrival of Alpha 3.10 with its focus on an improved vehicle experience for all players. Massive changes to aerodynamic flight and thruster efficiency curves led to atmospheric flight that truly took the unique characteristics of each ship into account. Changes to high-speed combat brought players in closer for a more visceral and engaging experience. And targeting and turret improvements gave new life to gunners blasting away from embedded stations on multi-crew vehicles like the Hammerhead. 3.10 also saw the first iteration of signed distance fields come online, leading to a new visual effect for atmospheric reentry that could be seen from miles away, while laying the essential groundwork for shield improvements that would begin to be realized later this year. Electron damage literally let players throw lightning from their hands.
Now those shield improvements look amazing. Oh man, I can't wait. I like that Star Citizen CIG is taking their time to making the game better and greater and not rushing it like some of these new games that just come out with texture issues, and it's sad, but these other companies have the money up front on day one. So in reality, it's like, hey, you know what? You've got all this money up front to make what you need, but then other companies don't have the money up front and take the time to get the money up front. So that's why it takes longer time to develop certain games. So, and especially new engines and new innovative technologies. So it's going to take some time, but I do love the path that Star Citizen's on. And I do appreciate them taking their time, but at the same time, it's a normal process. It's game development. A little bit more complicated than normal. But I do love me that sniper rifle. I gotta get me one. Let's do it. And I thank you everyone for watching. Please make sure to subscribe so that we can build a better and greater community for everyone and evolve the channel to give you exclusive content on the daily, and like the video so then the YouTube algorithm knows what we're doing, so then we can knock at that door and evolve the channel even further. And if you all like, there's a Patreon down below. Not very much money, $1, $5 a day or a month, but you'll get exclusive content, exclusive artwork, and a lot more coming, and merchandise that we'll be revealing shortly. But also, just by clicking the like and subscribing and commenting below is a 100% free option. And thank you very much for all the support. We appreciate it. Let's continue.
As it introduced a new damage type that will continue to be iterated on with non-lethal variations as more bounty hunting mechanics continue to be developed. The long-fabled bartender, testbed for all social vendor interactions, arrived in 3.10, bringing life to social locations and building on the promise of a robust NPC dynamic going forward. 2020 also saw mining expand from just ships and handheld units to ground vehicles with the launch of the Grey Cat Rock, bringing with it a host of new minables and one more way for players to earn a living in the persistent universe. Alpha 3.11 brought with it the first part of a massive update to every planet and moon in the Stanton system, using new painting tools, high-resolution scan textures, updated geology assets, and more to make Star Citizen's already impressive planetoids better looking than ever before. There were also major updates to player inventory, completely revamping the way players carried items on their adventure and introducing external inventory for the very first time, the promising framework for those who want to loot their fallen enemies going forward.
I like me that UI. Beef it up a little bit, make it a little bit, clearer and smoother. And guess what? I like it a lot, CIG. Continue with it. Thank you. Finally.
Force reactions continued to evolve to include a variety of knockdowns and a physicalized reaction when walking around inside a ship or vehicle, which not only affected the way that players fly with passengers on board, but it suddenly made all those seats and dropships seem like a really good idea. New defensive turrets were installed around rest stop space stations to accommodate the removal of green zones, which provided new opportunities and piracies for those who were willing to risk being, fired upon. Cargo decks became the future home for new missions and opportunities, while the Tobin Expo Center arrived on Microtech to play new host to the biggest event of the year, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, where players could explore and experience nearly every ship Star Citizen has to offer. And speaking of ships, IAE brought with it 2 brand new flyables. First, the Mercury Star Runner burst onto the scene as perhaps the most popular daily driver Star Citizen has seen in some time. With its stunning look and multi-purpose role, it instantly caught the imaginations of citizens everywhere. Even if its gas mileage wasn't so hot. They're working on it. The other new addition was the pickup truck from outer space, the Consolidated Outland Nomad, which instantly added a new look unlike anything else in the game and a strong starter alternative to another series of starters that came online just a few weeks earlier, the 100 series from Origin. With the 100i, the 125A, and the 135C all coming online in Alpha 3.11, there were now more ways for new players to begin their Star Citizen adventure than ever before. Now, to list everything that was added to Star Citizen in 2020 would take far too long, but this robust list of smaller additions all add up to a year spent focused on improving on everything that had come before, refining the overall player experience, and building a strong foundation with which to continue expanding upon in the future. Which brings us up to the present. In the final patch of the year, Alpha 3.12 looks to continue this trend with exciting new additions like refining, which will not only add new depth to mining and resource gathering gameplay, but creates ties to cargo hauling and greater opportunity for piracy alike. A new tractor beam attachment that looks to fundamentally alter first-person traversal in the persistent universe, with not only a new way to move resources around, but also to pull the player about in Zero-G. The first version of our reputation system, which will begin its impact by altering the way mission givers respond to players, but will be built upon in numerous ways in the coming year.
Well, look who it is.
The long-awaited gas cloud tech coming to the Grange points throughout Stanton aimed to not only provide a beautiful visual flair to all that empty space in space, but provide new gameplay opportunities in stealth and discovery as players explore within. Where the year started with the Asperia Prowler, we end with another alien offering of Tavaran origin with the Talon and Talon Strike, light fighters in the vein of popular ships like the Gladius and Arrow that also bring with it a unique visual style and some striking new liveries for those who want to stretch their feathers, as it were. Finally, Alpha 3.12 also brings with it a host of new capital ship AI behaviors designed to make life more challenging for players when the massive Idris, fabled stalwart of the UEE, makes its vaunted return before the year is over, with multiple scenarios that can see players on both sides of the law run afoul of its massive railgun and devastating turrets. Whether it's bringing the vile Arlington family to justice, or running a criminal posse so notorious you force the UEE to respond, there's an Idris encounter for everyone in Alpha 3.12. And maybe, just maybe, a brand new threat coming to Stanton from another system that will require everyone on all sides to push back.
So what did we learn this year? Well, we already knew that the Star Citizen community continues to be one of the most supportive and dedicated in all of gaming. But we did learn that nothing's going to stop this train from delivering new content and features, not even during a global pandemic. And that if each year continues to be better than the last, well, we've got a lot to look forward to in 2021. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Happy holidays to all, and we'll see you all next year.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. There you go. A lot of content there. Hopefully things get a little bit better though for 2021, because I would like to get my hands on some of those new parts if I could afford it. With the weird price gouging that's going on in the world today. Let's see, and there's also the new roadmap, which is uniquely different. Yeah. So you got Squadron 42 talk here, level FPS, flight, social. We've got the modular planet tech stuff. Let's see, mission feature team. And when does it finish? 2021, Q1 or Q2. Q3. So pretty much Q4. Early 2022. Well then, that's going to be a little bit. But I believe this is Star Citizen mixed with Squadron, right? I've never really seen this system before. This is brand new, I guess. Yeah, 3.12 patch. So that's interesting. Interesting. Let's see. Anything else to learn about this? New vehicle team. I think they're working on getting a new studio up and running to work on the new star systems and being able to make more star systems overall. So that's a good thing, right? And then you've got the letter from Chris Roberts, which I believe that I've got it down below in the description. If not, I could add it now. So then everybody could get a crack at it. What else? So we've got the letter. Well done. So they're working on VoIP and VoIP. Third-party app like Discord. So that's going in. That may take a little bit of time, but it seems like it's being revamped. So I kind of hope that it's similar to Discord, but less of a hogger than Discord. A bit more modified. Discord's amazing, but we need something that's a little bit more robust and simplistic, so then it doesn't bottleneck our systems whenever we are playing Star Citizen or taking too much of the internet speed or anything like that, because still around the world we're still having issues with internet. It's a shame. Like, internet should be for everyone without having internet bandwidth caps. These internet companies need to learn their lesson. It's annoying as heck, you know. Just one extra thing to worry about in life. So we're at 3.12, 3.11, storage. Let's see what else. Description program. Priorities, no more promises, more insight. So pretty much more insight into what they're working on instead of just making promises they cannot keep, which is good. But at the same time, they have been dropping every few months new content. So to me, I feel like that's a better way of going about it, instead of making us wait 7-8 years and then dropping a game that's not fully completed, and then dropping the game that's not fully completed and then screwing people over by forcing them to download gigabytes of gigabytes of gigabytes. And some people can't afford that because the internet bandwidth cap issues. So at least Star Citizen, you know, you get what you see. It's a shame that Cyberpunk got so screwed up. I really do like CD Projekt Red, but this was kind of a mistake on the brass, you know, but Star Citizen, Squadron 42, flight design, Squadron 42 social system, the FPS design, which I'm kind of hoping that they do it like true to like in real life, and not like rush and gun kind of thing. But there will obviously be rush and gun moments at sometimes, I'm sure, but I kind of hope it's more tactical. Let's see, more features. So if you want to read this in more detail, it's down in the description below, so you know. So what they added is this new patch, which I think has just been released because I didn't realize that this was here a couple of days ago. So this is for next year. I like the new interface. It's a little bit more clear. It feels a little bit smoother. Maybe it's because the color is a little different, but I like it. Satin system polish. So when a company normally says polish, they mean polish. So this is a good sign. That means Stanton System's almost nearly complete, as in content. But then fixing bugs and stuff like that is going to take a little longer. But that's just normal for any advanced project like this. I wonder what you all think. Comment below. Let me know what you all think about the progress, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But also weigh the good too, at least it's not like some companies that we know, like EA with Anthem or Cyberpunk rushed, pushing their development team to do crunch. Sometimes crunch in some countries, it's a little complicated. They have a little bit different laws and rules over there. Also, game development. In reality, when you crunch, you kind of like push the developer to a certain way, which is not always healthy. So that's that. Well, let's see this part again. Planetary case. So more improvements, pretty much, or new entries, new entrances to planetary. So pretty much, like, I kind of think that some of the limitations on caves are limited. So now they're going to have it more wide and expansive, and that's what this seems to be. And then asteroids. So that's going to be in there. What else? Overlays. Huh. Interesting. Nice. All right. Go to that. Gameplay, which is always important, right? For 2021, huge thing. Now, here's one thing that I want all your opinions on. In the near future, when they've got some of this stuff, those kinks out, right? The bad kinks out. And some of the glitches and some of the things that are in the game that are problematic, right? Once that's done, do you all wish that you can see a visual representation or a in-game manufacturer creating those ships, like in front of you or maybe from afar, but you're watching them build the ships from the ground up, like a shipyard, like in Star Trek, or maybe in some other genres that we've seen in TV series, like in Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate, like these major IPs that have like a visual representation of a ship being manufactured or made in front of you. That would be amazing, right? To have some of the realistic parts of what the game is and actually be more in line of realism. So then we could actually see some of these things happening. There would be no way to blow things up or anything like that, but you would see, it would be protected, obviously. But you would have access to watch some of these advanced ships being made, right? That would be amazing, right? Look, comment below. Let me know what you all think about that. Let's see. Some new ships. So now they're going to come up with the huge ships. So when they're coming up with the huge ships, I feel like the server is going to be a little bit more polished, maybe? But this is Q1. So four-ish months away, maybe 3. Yeah, it's pretty big. These ships are huge. They're not tiny. They're Goliaths. It's like a Goliath. I want to own one of these, but sadly I don't have that kind of money now. But I do want to own one of these. Maybe I'll buy it in game. Who knows? Weapons. So this is mounted guns. Oh, wow. They're going that route, aren't they? Huh. The ability to use mounted guns on vehicles. Interesting. And planet tech. Or legacy data management tech. iCache. Wow, they're working on that so soon? Wow. Huh. What do you all think about the iCache stuff? So they're taking the old stuff and putting it into the new stuff, into the new UI data management system. So that's great, isn't it? So early in 2021? That's a good sign. I love it. Thank you, Chris Roberts. Thank you, CIG, for doing this. It's amazing. You gotta do it. So now I'm gonna mix it a little bit, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna watch a little video of something that was out before the reunion, the second part mixed with the first part, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Comment below, let me know what you all think about Star Citizen as a whole. Build up the conversation. Let's build up the community. Please give it a like. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe. Help build the channel, grow, and click that notification bell so then you could be posting whenever we put out new content. You know, YouTube gives you that tug. It's a video's coming out. Yeah, you got to do that. Also, if you all would like to be part of the Patreon community, you know, do that. Help out the community so we could grow, build better content, get better gear, and so then we could get out of all the issues that may arise and help out the community grow, evolve. We're going to have merchandise coming up, you know, special stuff. We also play other games too, because right now we're waiting for Star Citizen to be fully out. But at the same time, we do play Star Citizen once in a while when I do have a chance to do some of the settings on the PC, because right now I'm using a Vega 64 old GPU. It barely runs Star Citizen. Like, there's so much lag. I can't even do a live stream with this PC. It's that bad. But anyway, I hope everyone will like, subscribe, and share the video, and comment below. Let me know what you all think about Star Citizen or any upcoming titles you all like the most, and what guns you like the most. Put, you know, in the comments, put which weapons you like in Star Citizen the most. Handguns, like personal gear weapons, not ship weapons. We'll have a discussion on that later down the road, but I would like to know what you all like and what kind of guns you all like in Star Citizen. And if you guys and gals don't like guns, well then let me know what ships you like. So comment below, let me know. Thank you. Let's do this.
Come on, Dugan! Did it kill you to fly a little less crazy? I don't know what you're griping about. I just liberated you from those miscreants. More like kidnapped. Do you want me to give you back? Not particularly. Whoa, not a good idea! Where's your co-pilot anyway? Mal? Really not a good idea! I think we lost him. I think something's on fire back there. Hush. We had some wild times on this ship, huh? Remember when Surly's tried to steal it? Which time? He always always had a weird fixation on the duck. Think he still does? No, I heard he's dead. So are we if you don't get back up here? Those miscreants caught up. Hi-yi-yi. Just get in the damn turret. Come on, you bushwhacking Ranus, let's go! Gonna shoot him or talk to him? You gonna get me in a position? You see that? Do I still got it? Or do I still got it? Sulo Pindo. Your banner is terrible. And I told you, they're programmed to recognize my voice. How much are the deacons paying for me anyway? You aren't gonna talk your way out of this one, buddy. I can get you money, you know. Hey, think about it. Pop these cuffs, you and me get back on the duck, and we'll go rob the damn central core bank. Come on, Dugan, it'll be just like old times. Be like we never left Lago. Or not.
My dog! So happy to see you back safe and sound. She's displeased. I can tell. See, normally, when you abandon your crew to be taken by the police, you're not expecting to see them again.
Happy I could facilitate this reunion. Now, about those advocates.
Ah, yes. The authorization codes. These were not easy to come by. But well worth the trouble.
Codes? You traded me for damn access codes?
You're more than welcome to stick around. See how this all plays out. I can assure you, this will be long and painful. Should be fun.
I really should be, What's the matter, Dugan? Got another old cohort to sell out? Gonna hit up a Banu slave market or two? You know what, Zen? Just because we did a few jobs together way back, doesn't mean I owe you anything. The Banu have a word for backstabbers like you. Hi-yi-yi!
Get them! They're over them!
What was that about? You couldn't clue me into your little plan? This way! Not this way! Over there! Cyclone! Hey, it's pretty cozy down here. Watch your port side. Isn't that your job? Uh-oh, they brought out the big boy. Yeah, I see it. Almost done. How about you get these flies off our back? How about you keep this thing on four wheels? I can't light it! Never mind, I got it. Or not. Dugan? Got it, Mass. There's no way the Deacon's caught up that fast.
Been a long time.
Sorry, Liege. I heard you were dead.
Never better. Got a message this morning from an old acquaintance. You'll never guess who.
I have a couple of ideas.
Look, Dugan, I didn't know you were gonna spring me from the Deacons.
Yeah, well, to be honest, neither did I. Get in the turret. Give it a 10 count and then unleash hell. Hang in there, Mass, just a little while longer.
Oh yeah, Star Citizen. Let's do it 2021. I hope everyone enjoyed the episode today. We will do this again sometime in January. So we do live streams every week. So on January 1st, on Friday, next week, we will do another live stream of gameplay content and much more. So stay tuned to that. If you're not on because you're doing a party for the New Year's, Happy New Year's. If we don't see you until then, I hope everyone enjoys, stay safe, you know, try to party but safely, and make sure to help us out by just giving it a like and subscribing. That's all. And clicking the notification bell so then you could be notified whenever we post new content on the daily. Thank you for watching and enjoy. And Happy New Year 2021. Let's do it. Until next time.